Bright Sparks was set up in 2011 as a result of a grant through the Leader programme, and it really set out to find a number of individuals who were running small businesses across the Peak District, who were successful business people, who were also people who were innovative, who could think in new ways about developing business and micro-enterprise across the Peak.
I came across Bright Sparks with a friend. I was ill at home. She said that they were having an open day at Tideswell School of Food, and that's what I decided to do. I thought, I'll pop along and see what that's about. And it really struck a chord with me because it was about everything that I love. It's about small independent business, about rural economies needing support and growth. It's about businesses working together in the absence of what you might call structure and business link and all those kinds of funds that we may have relied on in the past. And it also, for me, there was going to be a huge link between Staffordshire and the Peak District.
And we set out to find about 20 of those people and bring them together in a network. And that network would then work not only to find new ways of delivering, but also reach out to other small businesses and people who are thinking of starting up businesses and help inspire them and help them to overcome the challenges that any new business person has got to face.
As a Bright Sparks champion, it's pushed me to make a bit more effort into getting to know all the people in and around the Peak District that are in business themselves, in addition to what I would normally class as my own client base. That increased networking has resulted in a small level of trade, but more importantly, it's opened up opportunities for me to develop the two businesses that I'm working in.
When we were starting, we were looking for people who could always pass on their skills, knowledge to other people, but actually everybody needs a bit of help and support. So the network of Bright Sparks is actually becoming a bit more of a kind of self-help network in a way.
To be out in the middle of the Peak District, right in the centre of Parwich, yeah, I've got loads of people around me, but nobody that I can talk to about my business that really understands what I'm going through. So, you know, when you're in a city, you've got lots of people around, you've got lots of different brains, people are throwing ideas at you, you take from them or you don't, whichever. But I think sometimes this is the key to Bright Sparks, because they do actually bring everybody together.
I like the fact that it's so friendly, it's very informal, and it's not trying to sell yourself to each other. It's everyone trying to help each other. So talking and you go, that's a really good idea. Where did you do that? And nobody's afraid to say, well, actually, I got help from so and so. I got funding from so and so. This is how I did it. This is what you need to do. This is who you need to go and see. Whereas a lot of people don't want to give out that information because they think of you as a competitor and not as let's help each other, because we're all doing different things. It doesn't matter.
The sorts of things that the Bright Sparks network has actually achieved to date. Well, we've been working with over 60 businesses across the Peak area, across the Leader area, helping them with a whole range of different activities, from helping them to understand improving their marketing skills, helping them to understand how to improve turnover and cash flow, helping them to access grants, for example, not just through the Leader programme itself, but from other sources too.
I needed some funds to set up a social enterprise company to set up a baking festival here in Bakewell, which was used to regenerate the economy and up the profile and promote us on an international and national stage that would work all year round, similar in a way to what Hay does with its book festival. Anyway, I was having a lot of problems getting funding for this, and Mandy from Bright Sparks pointed me in the direction of Adam from Unlimited. I told him exactly what I wanted to do, and he really liked the idea. And they came up with, I got a level 1 funding, and that can be sort of going on for year on year. And the interesting thing about it was the first time they'd ever sponsored or funded a festival, and it was, I think I'm the only person from Derbyshire to actually get any funding from them. So that was great. And I really thank Bright Sparks for that, because without it, we're going ahead with the festival now, and without it, as I say, it wouldn't have happened. So it's quite amazing, really. I mean, it wasn't the biggest amount of money, but it was just really nice to know that somebody sort of believed in your idea, and you just weren't it just wasn't living in cloud cuckoo land or anything. So it was, a vote of confidence really, and that's what a lot of the people from Bright Sparks have actually given me over the last 12 months.
On top of the existing businesses that we've been working with, we've also helped a number of startups. So about 15 new startup businesses to date have come through the network and have been assisted. And they've been a wide range of activities, from mobile shops through to community-led operations.
Every master baker in Belgium has a 24-hour bread operation outside his shop. So he bakes his bread all day and then he shuts his shop and he leaves the bread in the machine outside. And these machines are big enough to take bottles of milk or anything else really, and their refrigeration level goes down to about 0. It won't sell ice cream, but it'll keep things fresh. So we brought 2 of these machines over from Belgium 18 months ago, and the farmer now has 6. They're taking approximately £300 to £400 a day, and there's a Tesco down the road. Now, it just seems to me that his product is so fresh, it's come straight out of the cow, it's gone through the pasteuriser, it's in the bottling machine, it's in his machine 4 or 5 hours later when it's cooled. So you can't get it fresh. The milk that's coming into Tesco's and Sainsbury's and all the rest, it may be coming from Poland, it could be coming from anywhere. But it's certainly been treated far more than most milks are treated because it lasts longer.
We've also been active in running network events, so enabling people to come and learn about new skills, how to learn from others, what tricks of the trade have other people within the network learnt about being a small business person in the Peak District.
I guess the skill set that I bring to Bright Sparks is a sales and marketing corporate background, so there's some knowledge there. There's also the knowledge that I bring from running my own business, from the business network that is Simply Staffordshire, the handpick guide, the marketing and the sales that goes on with that, but also the ability to bring those people together.
The project runs until September of this year, September 2013. At that point, we are faced with a dilemma. How are we going to continue that work? And one of the things that our team is actively engaged with at the moment is working out a future for Bright Sparks, because what we've developed over the past 2 years is a really innovative and dynamic network of individuals, and we don't want to see that disappear.
I really like to see Bright Sparks continuing and progressing, because there's nothing out there like it. There's nothing where a group of people get together, and even if it was just like 4 times a year even, just to get together and to brainstorm each other for ideas of what they've been doing, what we've been doing, and collaborate with everybody. Because where else do you go for that sort of informal help? There just isn't anything like that.
Our challenge in the last 6 months of the programme is really to find a way for Bright Sparks to continue to grow, to attract new people, and critically to help all of those small businesses who are out there and all of those people who want to set up small businesses across the Peak District to have an opportunity to talk to successful business champions who are able to say to them, we've learnt this, these are the pitfalls we found, and these are the ways that we overcame them. And that's the heart, really, of the Bright Sparks network.
And the Bright Sparks approach is very much along the lines of, you set it up and you run it yourselves, we're not here to do it for you. It's about providing a facilitating service rather than simply come along, join, and we'll do it all for you. So it'll live or die by the efforts of the people involved.